Here's how to go viral on any platform. And before I get into this, I want to say there is no secret trick. There's no structure. Well, there is a structure, but there's no, like, if you post a certain video at a certain time, that's 30 seconds long, it's guaranteed to go viral. Like, none of that stuff matters. What matters out of that, though, is your target audience, what time they're awake. That is something to look into. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get into is how to scale on almost any social media platform. Also, before we get started, I want to put my socials in. We have scaled multiple accounts to, I wouldn't say hundreds of thousands, but like tens of thousands of followers. We've got millions of views on multiple platforms. When I say multiple, I mainly mean just TikTok and Instagram. YouTube, we got a decent amount of views too, but work in process. So there's no trick for any platform. It is just a game of consistency and analysing. It all depends on, I'd say it's a game of consistency, because there's creators, like an example off the top of my head, hashtag KSI, or Mr Beast, they could create a new account, and because of their personal brand identity that they've built up, no matter what account they start, they could just boom off instantly. And it also depends on the skills that you have. So it's a matter of consistency, self-analysing, and it takes time in some instances. Like building a big audience compared to a small audience, but having a trustworthy audience, that smaller audience will be better. So in this video, we're not going to go over monetization. We'll save that for another video because it's such a complete different topic and it's so complicated. So in order to succeed, you're going to have to go weeks, days, months without making any money from it, and that's what it's about. And that's why a lot of people get sidetracked with it, because all they do is care about the money too much, and money is just a limiter of success for this specific circumstance. Money also kills accounts too. Like if you have too many sponsorship deals or promote too much, you become untrustworthy and it kills your audience connection. So to scale, you need to remove money from the mindset at the starting stage. So before starting, like with business, you need to create your ICP, which is ideal customer profile. You need to know what your target audience is, what the account's going to be based on. So one account for me was gaming, but it can't just be gaming in general. It has to be a certain game. And I'd say the more niche down it is, the more growth you'll obtain. And obviously different niches have more competition. Like self-improvement is a big niche, so it's a lot more difficult to grow. But if you're like a gaming niche with some really small game, it's a lot easier to reach that target audience with less competition. So an example could be gaming, fitness, business, personal branding, and obviously niche down more from that. So that's a broad niche. You want to find your little sub-market in it. So for business, it could be coaching dropshippers or something. Like you need to figure out what your vision is for the account in order to monetize it later too. It's crucial. And also just growing the audience in general, because if you don't know what the account's about, like you're not going to be in the right direction. And one thing you cannot do is create a gaming account, post gaming account videos and think one day, oh, I'm into gym now, so I'm going to post gym. It doesn't work and it kills the account no matter what you do. So step one, your first process is choose a niche. Pretty easy to do. You know what you want. Just think of what hobbies, what you're interested in. Maybe what's your ikigai? Like what is it you want to help others achieve? And what is your true purpose? So you're going to create an account. You've already chose your niche. Then you're going to follow 5 creators in that niche. So if you're doing gym content, you'd follow like Alex Eubank, Sam Sulek, Seaborn, or maybe more niche down creators, obviously smaller creators you'd follow. And just see what they're posting, because you're going to sort of steal their trends and video ideas and then implement it into your own unique twist. Then you're going to make a profile pic. You need to engage. You don't really have to do this, but engaging with other accounts basically makes the social media platform see that you're not a bot. You're going to update your bio, and that's basically simple. Don't overthink that. Super easy to get started. Everyone can get started. So then you're going to systemize your way to success. There's no secret to success, but there's a guaranteed system that can, well, it's a proven system that'll help you reach viral videos. Now, obviously, this varies. For TikTok, you could do like what I've noticed goes probably on Instagram, on both Instagram and TikTok. You can also download your TikTok video using Snaptic and then re-upload it to Instagram and it'll go viral again. But with Instagram and TikTok, usually like less than 10-second videos with like some goofy audio, and then the purple cow technique. There's a book on the purple cow that you should read, and it's basically something out the ordinary that isn't right, keeps the viewer hooked, along with the goofy audio, makes them share. It's a cheat code, but it attracts the wrong audience, and it'll attract an audience that isn't good buyers if you do want to monetize. Then we've got the hook story offer framework that is used in .com secrets, but you could also change it around and do hook offer story, so you'd secretly put a call to action in the middle of the video instead of the end. That's basically easy. So the hook is the first 3 seconds, as you know. The story is the most crucial part of the video. It's basically so obviously with any film there's a story, but it's about creating suspense and creating this constant hook throughout the story. The main hook is at the start of the video, but then throughout the story there has to be multiple different hooks. Like an example is with Batman and the Riddler. The Riddler would do like these random moves in the Batman film, and he'd leave hints and you wouldn't know who he was or what his plans were truly. And he always left this mysteriosity, so you didn't really know what he was up to. And that's like this constant hook throughout the film. So that's why storytelling's so good. And you have to put a lot of research into that. And then CTA is simple. It's just a call to action like, subscribe, comment X for a lead magnet, or you could pitch them if you're selling a product. So basically, there's no secret to success. You're just going to use what we've went over. Start your account and you're going to make 100 posts. And until you've hit them 100 posts, you can't make any excuse because you're simply not done enough. And after these 100 posts, you'll be guaranteed to get at least one video that's went decent. So you'll have a bunch of videos that should do well. And then from that bunch of videos, you're going to analyze what done well. And that's where your audience is. So every video you want to be switching up, doing the most recent trends, trying new methods every single post, because if you keep repeating the same stuff, you're going to keep getting the same results. So after 100 posts, you'll see what truly works, and you'll stick with that. One for me on my personal account, which is unfortunate, was Beetlejuice. So I'd done a meme of Beetlejuice and it went and got 3 mil views. Now if I post Beetlejuice every time, it'll get min 50k views, which is crazy. So it's like the algorithm will favour one post, and once you've found out what works, you're basically guaranteed success by just repeating the concept. So analyse and move forward, analyse what works, recreate it, and keep adapting, keep trying new stuff. Then at 10k followers you can monetize, but be very careful that I wouldn't monetize at 10k because it usually shadow bans the account when you try and monetize, especially on TikTok. In fact, I wouldn't monetize at all on TikTok. Instagram's better for business related stuff because you can add the comment CTAs and send lead magnets. A lot better in my opinion, but TikTok, if you try and monetize, it kills the account. A bonus tip is to go live every day to build that trust with your audience, and it creates a further following. It is sort of a cheat code, definitely, for multiple different niches. Now, so I was going to go over this in this video, but I'm going to leave it for another video. Now, it's easy to obtain 10k followers, but what's difficult is having a trustworthy audience. And in order to gain an audience that actually matters, you have to show your face. Faceless content is just pointless. Like, I've had so many faceless accounts and it's just so difficult to monetize. There's sort of no point in having one. So if you are going to do this and you truly want it, you have to show your face. I don't care what you say. If you truly want to grow a personal brand, you have to show your face, and you have to not care what other people think. So what you have to do is take action, start and don't quit, and it's guaranteed success. And this is the only video you need to go viral, because I've done it multiple times. There is no secret to success. It's just about consistency. Like, you can analyze all successful creators and look at their past story. If you read books about them, you'll see that they went years without getting any traction. Like, they just spoke to themselves for years, got no results, and kept pushing forward. So it might not be what you want to hear, but you might not have even posted 100 videos and looking for a cheat code. Like, there is no cheat code. You just have to do more and analyze yourself and improve. Constantly keep researching. And that's it for this video. Simple one, quick one, bit of advice for you. and subscribe for more content. We need to reach 100 subscribers. We're at 94.